Good evening, everyone. It's indeed a great pleasure to be here and share my perspectives today. Thank you for joining in a little late in the day, though. So I'll start with I have a small deck and start with the presentation. So, a brief overview. What I intend to cover is give you some information about Greytip and myself and what we do, and then give you some insights into our learnings in terms of how HR automation is being looked at in during these COVID times, and what are some of the HR tools that you can use to manage the entire process. One of the to start off and kind of give you an overview. This is a brief overview. My name is Girish Rowjee, and I'm the co-founder and CEO at Greytip Software. Greytip is in the as Meenakshi's just told you, we do HR and payroll solutions. Especially our focus is small businesses and enterprises, small and medium enterprises in India. We do a lot of work. We do work for a lot of retail businesses also. These are more retail businesses, right from Jaisurya Plastics to Saravana stores to many such organizations. We help about 9,000 clients handle about 10 lakh employee records on a daily basis. So that's a brief overview about the company. Now, in terms of where we help organizations, essentially we ensure that we take care of their basic employee information management. We do have a lot of modules to handle leave, attendance, and we also help organizations in the areas of payroll management. Our compliance modules are extremely strong, used by a large number of organizations. In addition to that, the employee self-service piece is also something that is very relevant and useful to organizations. So this is a very brief background and overview of Greytip and our product GreatHR. In terms of the some of the things that we wanted to share with you today, essentially we wanted to kind of give you some learnings in terms of what we have seen are the changes that are happening in HR due to COVID, and how some of the or many of the processes that are being done, how they are changing, and what are some of the ways in which organizations can kind of adapt themselves to the new normal. So this is primarily the next couple of minutes I would like to share with you some insights in these areas. One of the, what we have seen, we talk to our 9,000 customers regularly, not to everyone, of course, but to a large number of them, we continue to hold a dialogue. And, we are also kind of looking at what are the trends, what are some of the significant challenges that organizations are facing from a HR perspective. Some of the major things that we are facing today is in terms of attendance tracking. Right, especially even in the retail industry, we see that the biometric piece, or how do you mark the presence of people? A lot of people are working remotely; they're working from home, so that's become a major challenge that's happening. We are also finding that HR operations themselves are getting extremely disrupted, because HR people themselves are not coming in to work regularly. It also means that offices are continuously getting closed. Work from home, which was kind of one-off thing, is now becoming more and more the norm. Of course, the frontline workers definitely need to go, but a lot of back office and back-end workers also now have this option of working from home. So that's another area where major changes are happening. employee engagement is another area where much changes seem to be coming through. So in all these areas, we would like to share with you some information on how technology can help you adapt to these challenges and how technology can really help you. So today, to share with you, automating a lot of HR processes is not something of a large scale project. It is not something where a significant sum of investment and money is needed to be put in. HR modules are available on the cloud. They're available at a monthly fee. They can be paid every month. For example, our own application is something where we collect a monthly postpaid monthly fee. So that's something that is very affordable, and you can definitely automate. Automation can really help you. So what are some of the areas where the automation can really pitch in? For example, if you look at attendance tracking, now contactless attendance has become a very large play because of obvious health and safety reasons. So there are newer modules where you can use mobile apps to actually mark attendance. There's a selfie-based provision. This is not just taking a photo; it's actual facial recognition. Right? You take a selfie, it actually does facial recognition and is able to mark. So this tagged with the geofencing and geotagging can accurately give you information on how and when an employee has actually come in. And even at the beginning of the day, real-time information is available in terms of a line manager or a store manager wanting to look at how many people have come in, who are working where. So instant information is available. All this is available on the mobile app. So that's an upgrade. That's something that you could look at in terms of managing attendance. And also, if people are working remotely, the facial recognition attendance is something that would be really useful. That's something that could be done. The remote app also could help you because you don't need computers. You don't need computers to actually do any of these aspects. A simple smartphone that most people have will really help you to take this up. The second area where there is significant disruption is in the area of HR operations. So as I said, a lot of services now is becoming difficult. Somebody wants an appointment letter or a salary certificate. Now the time when you would actually print it, everybody would be in office, you'd quickly sign it, you'd give to the employee. That time is becoming extremely difficult now. So now newer tools are available. In the same apps that we are talking, you can do a digitally signed letters, right? You can make sure that your offer letters or offer or your appointment or your salary certificates, everything can be digitally signed and given off to the employees. So if you look at it, if you expand the scope, for example, onboarding, right? If somebody is joining today and HR is having a work from home or working remotely, there are a lot of online onboarding options that are available. And employees can log in online, they can use the apps, they can use the kiosk or a computer set up in the office, and they can log in. So as you see, there's a lot of evolution in HR technology also. What was once the domain of very large organizations, today many of these processes are available and applicable to organizations across the spectrum, right? It could be a large organization, could be a small organization. Many of these things are available to the organizations. HR themselves, between the HR community also, to ease the kind of work that HR needs to be done, many of these tools could be quite useful. Again, employee service. If you look at an organization, HR would generally be sitting in the office. People would walk up to them. Today, if there is a remote working scenario, there's a lot of querying that can be done. Mobile apps can be used to raise queries. That could also be something. The next one is, this is something that could be more interesting. The physical concept of office not being there. Even in this is also applicable to a very dispersed workforce, right? How do you engage employees? How do you keep them aware, abreast of what's happening in the company? right? And so now good tools like a social app, a part of the app could be a social media, a social engagement platform. So you could post company messages there. A new joinee will automatically come into the social feed. Everybody will see the photo of the person. They'll be able to wish them if somebody's anniversary, somebody's birthday. So uh, the newer workforce, the newer generation workforce, which are used to the WhatsApps and the Instagrams and the Facebooks of the world, for them, tools are available. Great HR itself is an example of that, where an entire social platform is there. The moment somebody is joined today, a photo with a small bio will be put onto the app. Or if somebody's got an appreciation, that can be put in. People can like it, people can share it. So essentially, one of the major problems of the dispersed workforce not meeting in a single place, there is now the apps, the automation apps are available that will help you bring this connect, right? And help you ensure that communication is organized, help you ensure that employees are aware, and this whole part of belonging and being part of the same whole that need not be diluted because people are working remote, right? A lot of the tools that we have could also really help you to take care of that aspect. Of course, the next thing is in terms of payroll processing. Payroll processing itself has gone through a lot of changes. What we are observing is a lot more variable components are coming in. Earlier, there was a lot of fixed components, but today, because of the closures, because of the stores working intermittently, or even people coming in not on all days of the work, payroll processing itself has become a little more complex. And this is more tightly tied to the attendance module. So if you have some very disparate systems, one attendance sitting somewhere, one payroll sitting somewhere, then it becomes very difficult for the payroll managers. So integrated systems like the one at GreatHR, which can take right from the swipe and ensure that up to the payslip, an entire integration is done. Those are the kinds of platforms that will really help you. So the thing is, you can even transfer salaries online. Okay, if you can talk to a payroll professional until now, and mostly even now, people need to take a bank transfer letter and run to the bank in most cases. But today you need not do that because once you process the payroll, you can click a button at any time of the day through an IMPS or an NEFT, the money will get transferred to the bank account of the employee. So the point that I'm trying to make in a very brief time is to tell you that even though COVID has come up with a lot of challenges as far as HR operations, employee engagement, and many of these functions are concerned, there are tools that are available at very attractive and at very affordable price points that will enable you to cross this and make this journey towards the new normal. Earlier, HR systems could have been a kind of a luxury, but today they have become a kind of a de rigueur. It's become a hygiene operation, and hygiene in terms of not having them is a disadvantage. It's not an advantage to have them. So from our learning, we feel and we have seen organizations really benefit from having a lot of these tools in place. So I think the digitalization journey, COVID, as we have seen throughout, it has taken India a couple of years faster into the digitalization journey, and both from the vendor side and the customer side, in terms of the user side, there's been a lot of acceleration in terms of the modules and tools that are available. So this is the right time in case you are looking at figuring out what could be a platform, what could be some of the ways in which your current HR challenges could be addressed. We would be happy to contact with you. And our product is called as GreatHR, and it's available in a freemium version also. You can try it for free for some time, or we also cater, as I said, to larger enterprises. We would be happy to speak to you and help you get accustomed and help you in the new normal that has the more recent times have become, as you traverse through and build and thrive within your organizations. I'd like to thank the association for giving us this opportunity. Look forward to staying in touch with you folks. Please do drop in a mail. Would be happy to answer or talk to you and help you in your automation journey. Yeah, that's it from my side, folks. Thank you, and thanks for giving me a patient time. Appreciate it.